So in this video, I'm going to tell you about lists. In the earlier video, we have seen about strings and its various methods. But in this video, I'm going to tell you about how to deal up with lists and what are the various methods which we use for deleting or modifying the strings. Okay, so let's start. So as we have seen, for strings, both a single position and a slice returns a strings. But for list, a single position returns a value, but a slice returns a list. That is what the basic difference between the list and the string. Strings are immutable, but the lists are mutable. That is, mutable means we can change the list easily. But in string, we have seen that in case of string, there was a word called immutable, and because of that thing, we was not able to modify a single character. So let's move further onwards. So basically, how we deal up with the list. It's just same as like string. Just write the name of the variable and declare the list by using square brackets. You can write any integer value or any string value, string characters inside the list, and your list will successfully create it. This is a simple concept. It's just like a string, so don't worry. Just declare the variable and write any value, any integer or any string character inside a square bracket, and that is known as list. Simple. Now, how to extract a value from the list and how to give range inside and how to find a list values just by giving a specific range. For suppose I'm saying factor 0:1. You can see it on the screen. This means you are extracting the value which is present in the 0th index. Let me tell you in little detail about it. So this is an example. Here factors is the name of the variable and 0:1 is the range. 0 is the starting range and 1 is the ending range. You really need to keep this in mind, okay? Now whenever you give a range by writing the variable name and declaring the range, the starting and the ending range, you will always get a list. You will never get a value, but instead of value, you will get a list containing that specific value. Okay, so if you are giving some specific index while extracting the element of the list, you will get a value of that specific index. But if you're giving range rather than index, you gonna get a list containing that specific value, okay, which exists between that length. Okay, keep this in mind that whenever you try to extract a list by using a range, you will always get a list. Okay, so let's see a wrap up, a summary of this. So what basically a list is? A list is a data structure, or more precisely, a list is created by placing all the items or the elements inside the square bracket separated by the commas. It can have any number of items. They can be of different data types like integer, string, and so on. So this you need to keep in mind that list can contain different types of data types, like different types of elements which can be of different data type, and also can be vary in sizes, can have large number of elements or small number of elements. It do not matters. Okay, it can also contain string, it can also contain integer, it really do not matter. And if you give a element or an items inside the square bracket, that's the formation of the list. Okay, your list will be created. So it was the summary of the list. You can see it on the screen. So by giving range, you're gonna get list, and by giving index value, you're gonna get the value. So I hope you got all these things. Brush up your concepts, do work on it. Till then, stay tuned. Bye bye.